Welcome to our channel, a space for silence, awareness, and inner awakening. Once upon a time, not in mythology, not in heaven, but right here on this earth, walked a man whose presence changed the meaning of begging, silence, and compassion. His name was Gautam Buddha. Osho often reminded us that Buddha did not create a religion, he created a way of being. And one of the most misunderstood yet beautiful practices of that way was what Buddha taught as bhiksha. Not begging, not demanding, but silent receiving, a deep trust in existence. Today, let us walk those ancient paths, where monks moved barefoot, holding nothing but an empty bowl, and yet were richer than kings. Osho explained that bhiksha was not poverty. It was the highest expression of trust in life. Buddha instructed his disciples very clearly. Do not ask, do not demand, do not knock with expectation, simply stand silently. The monk would go to a house, stand at the door, eyes lowered, bowl in hand. If food came, accept it with gratitude. If nothing came, bow and move on. No complaint, no judgment, no resentment.
Osho said this was Buddha's way of teaching non-attachment in action.
Because the real begging is not for food. The real begging is when the mind says, I deserve, I should get, they owe me. Buddha removed that inner beggar. Osho often spoke of the empty bowl. The monk's bowl was empty not because he lacked food, but because he lacked ego. An empty bowl says, I am available, I am open. I am not full of myself, and existence can only pour into emptiness.
Osho would laugh and say, you go to existence with a full bowl, full of opinions, beliefs, and desires, and then you complain that nothing happens in meditation.
Buddha's monks carried emptiness in their hands and in their hearts. There is a story Osho often narrated. One day, a monk stood outside a wealthy man's house for bhiksha. Why don't you work? Why do you beg like parasites? The monk listened silently. When the man finished, the monk smiled, bowed, and said, You have given much today, but I cannot accept anger as food. And he walked away.
Osho said, this is inner freedom.
The monk was not insulted, because there was no ego to insult. He was not angry, because he was not expecting respect. Most of our suffering comes not from what people give us, but from what we expect from them. Buddha's Sangha was revolutionary. There were kings and beggars, scholars and illiterate villagers, Brahmins and outcasts, all equal. Osho emphasized that Buddha broke social hierarchy without violence. No one owned anything, not even Buddha. There was no my hut, no my food, no my disciple. If food was brought for Buddha, it was shared with all. Because as Osho said, an enlightened man does not accumulate, not even disciples. Among all disciples, Ananda was the closest. Not because he was the most enlightened, but because he was the most loving and receptive. For 40 years Ananda walked beside Buddha. He heard every discourse, served him silently, remembered every word. Osho pointed out something profound. Ananda did not become enlightened during Buddha's lifetime. Why? Because love can sometimes turn into attachment. Yet Buddha never pushed him away. After Buddha's death, when Ananda finally let go, he became enlightened overnight. Lesson for us: even closeness to truth is not enough. Awareness is essential. People came to Buddha with questions we still ask today. Why am I suffering? Why do I feel empty? Why does life feel meaningless? Osho explained that Buddha never gave answers. He gave clarity. A grieving mother, Kisa Gotami, once came to Buddha after losing her child. Buddha did not preach.
He simply said, bring mustard seeds from a house where no one has ever died.
She searched everywhere. She returned empty-handed, but transformed. Buddha showed her a truth. Suffering is not personal, it is universal.
Osho said, when suffering is seen clearly, it begins to dissolve.
Osho made Bhiksha deeply relevant even today. You may not walk with a bowl, but observe your relationships. Do you demand love? Do you expect appreciation? Do you feel hurt when not given? That is begging. Buddha's teaching is simple. Give your best and receive whatever comes as a gift, not as a right. Live like a monk inwardly, even in the marketplace. Buddha's disciples were not poor. They were free. Their bowls were empty, but their hearts were overflowing.
Osho said, when you stop asking, existence starts giving. When you stop demanding, life becomes generous.
So today, walk silently, live gratefully, and become an empty bowl, because only emptiness can receive truth.